Hey everyone, I wanted to take you on a quick tour of the new quantitative reasoning shell. There is quite a few things that we changed this semester, so I just want to make sure everyone is oriented with the new layout and how the lessons are laid out for students. So on our landing page, you'll notice on the right-hand side, we have a widget for instructor information. Unlike previous semesters, this is now linked to instructor information. So you'll simply click that and it'll bring students to the instructor information page. This is where you'll update your picture, your bio, contact information, your preferred method of communication, and your expected response time for communication. Also on the landing page, you're going to have your student hours. Where this is in red, you are going to have to update. And then the course schedule is also linked. This was done a little different this semester. So this fall 22 schedules link is going to take you to a Google Sheet. So you're going to make a copy. It's going to automatically prompt you to make a copy into your Google Drive. You'll pick whichever schedule fits the needs for your students. And then you can follow these 4 steps below to embed it and have a live document in your course. So let's take a quick look under our table of contents. So you'll notice we do have a Start Here tab. Under your Start Here, you're going to have your course information and any resources. We titled it as Need Help, so that way students know exactly where to go if they get stuck. Underneath Start Here, we do have an FAQ page. So this is new for this semester. And how this is laid out is using accordion, so it is going to list all the questions. Students will be able to click on that, and it will have a drop-down menu. So I'm going to give it one moment to load, and I'm going to pause the video while it does so. So as mentioned, this is built in as accordions. As any FAQ page, there may be extra information that students don't need depending on what mode they're taking the class in. So again, they'll simply click and the answer will appear below their question. So let's go back to content and take a look at how every unit is set up. So the setup for each unit is going to be consistent, so students know exactly what to expect. There will always be an overview, a lesson page, a recap, and then if there's any additional spreadsheets, those will appear below the lessons. Let's go ahead and take a look at 3C. So if a student needs to complete lesson 3C, for example, they can click right on that link. They'll have a little summary of what that lesson's going to cover. Now this middle tab is extremely important. In order to complete this lesson, students will first need to complete the preview assignment. And if we click on this, it'll actually open a new tab that is linked directly to Lumen. We can go back, they'll see if they are taking this in an async format, they may be either watching Edpuzzle or the videos, so they will need to watch the videos, complete their notes, and then do their practice. If they need to print the notes, everything they need is in their lesson resources, so our printable pages, any spreadsheets, and the video that they can watch. Again, every single lesson is set up in the same format. So students will be able to simply click the right arrow. That'll take them to the next page. Now, since this was the last lesson in lesson 3, it brings us to the lesson 3 recap. Every recap is going to have some key takeaways and 2 study resources. So these will be slightly different depending on which lessons they are in. And then we also have some known sticking points for students. Again, these will vary depending on what lesson. So again, every unit has that same exact format. Last thing I want to show you guys quickly is our one-stop shop. So we built a one-stop shop that's going to have everything that the students are going to be assessed on. So their preview and practice, in-class activities, activity quizzes, wrap-up projects, 1, 2, and 3. So students do not need to use this one-stop shop for the previews and practices, but they are also here just for their convenience and so that it does show up in multiple locations. I'm going to quickly take this out of student view to show you guys where instructor information is. So we do have an instructor resource tab. This instructor guide is going to be slightly different from the past. There is a video, again, going over the changes for the course, things that you need to review. So under here, what we did is we linked in everything that you guys need to update. So that way you're clicking, it's bringing you directly to that page. Again, it will open in a separate tab. So once you're done, you can simply X out of that and then go back to your other page. There's also some extra information and nice to know information. Last thing I want to show you guys in your instructor resources is this quick tips page. So this is still a working document. It needs to be updated with the Lumen as you see, but it does have an overview of the new course structure, the projects, and then it is broken down by unit. So there's a general overview, and then it dives into each individual lesson. There is some sample data, some extra YouTube videos, and just some extra helpful information as you're moving along the units. As always, we appreciate you guys teaching this course, and if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to any of your course leads.